Hey boys, and welcome back to another Bleach video. And today we are over on the BBS simulator. Why? Because the Burn the Witch banner is officially dropping tomorrow. We now know the information, the banner fillers, and also the banner step of information. And personally for me, it's kind of exciting, and I'm planning, hopefully, I'm planning to do all 30 steps, so that will be a fun video tomorrow. I'm not sure if I am streaming it, so I apologize if I don't stream straight away. Not sure exactly how I'm going to do it, but you will have a video up regardless tomorrow of me doing my summons. That being said, though, we do have a lot of things to talk about today, that being this current banner in this video. We have the Thousand Blood around potential at 12 leak with the Yamamoto. I have another video going over that, and then we also have the upcoming beginner pack, which is also dropping tomorrow. So a lot of things are dropping tomorrow. Kind of exciting. So that being said, we are over in BBS simulator. Shout out to Zoldex. The link will be down in the description or the pinned comment. Not exactly sure where that's going to be going, but if we hop over to the simulator, we can check out the new banner. So it is the Burn the Witch collaboration summons, the Minstrel Corpse Pipers. Now this is a cycle summon, so that's definitely the hot topic of this. So firstly, let's talk about the fillers. Filler characters, in my opinion, are quite amazing. Honestly, it could have been a lot worse. I had low expectations for the fillers. Personally, I don't care about the fillers, but these fillers I kind of care about. So we have the Fierce Battle Kenpachi on a double chance banner. That's kind of rare. Normally when he ever is featured, or the other Fierce Battle characters besides Aizen, because he's the worst in the banner, it's normally on an individual banner. So the fact that he's on the main banner, and there's only a main banner by the way, there's no individuals, that's actually kind of good. So you're going for the two banner characters, then you're getting a Kenpachi potentially, who's a very good character, very good by the way. Then you have Lisa, who is, I mean, she's alright. She's nothing too special, but she's alright. She would definitely be useful in your account if you are new. Then you have the 5th anniversary Hollow Ichigo. Definitely would have been a lot better if Mugetsu was in this banner, but him being there is actually a good thing. Again, he's not always on. He's not always a filler for these main banners, so that's also a good one. Then you have a 14 recharge link, very common character. Same goes for these three right here, the Shinji and the Neliel. They're nothing too special, but at least the Tenza is a 14 recharge, so he can be useful max transcended. But these three, and maybe the Lisa if you want to include her, are characters that we see a lot and you don't really want them. But the other two, these two right here, the Okiura, who I personally don't have, so I can't wait to try and get this character. And then Soifon, but one, in many people's opinion, still the best tech character in the game. If you have a max transcendent, she's by far the fastest clearing character in the game. And she hasn't been a filler in years. I believe years, right? So the fact that she's a filler in this banner with Kenpachi and the Okiura and the 4 Hollow Ichigo, very good. And also, there's only 10 characters in this banner. There's no 10 fillers, 10 characters, which means your chance to get a character is somewhat high, right? So let's talk about it. So if you want to do singles, which if you are low on obs, it might be something you want to do. You have a 0.6% chance to pull a character. So let's say you're going for Nini. You have a 0.6% chance. Now that is 0.1% higher than a normal banner. So let's just talk about a normal banner, which normally has 10 fillers, and you have a 0.5% chance to get a banner character. This time you have a 0.6, so a 1.2 overall if you are doing singles. However, the bad thing about this banner, I will say, is the fact that is a cycle summon. So the first step is going to cost you 50 orbs, which normally would be nice, but it does mean you have to unlock the 6% rate. So you can see here, step 1, 3%, step 2, 3%. Step 3 is when you get to the 4% rate, which is kind of cool, but you have to spend like 200 orbs to get to that, or I guess you have to spend 600 orbs to get to that 4% rate, and only when you get to step 4 is when you hit that 6% rate. So that's a bit annoying, but at least we don't have too many fillers. Again, the fact that, yes, it's annoying that we have 3% rates. For the most part, these 3% or these discounted steps, you're probably not going to pull anything. From past experience, I rarely ever pull anything from these discounted steps, which is annoying, but at least step 4 and 5 will come through. The step 5 does have an 8% chance, so your overall chance of pulling a character, so let's say you're going for Nini Noel, is 0.8%, which is higher than a normal double chance banner, but unfortunately it's only for the guaranteed steps. But at least you do have 6 guaranteed steps in this if you do decide to do the 30 steps. 30 steps is a hefty amount of steps to go through. Not everyone's going to be doing that, and that's fair. It isn't for you. This is basically for the people that are going hard on the banner, and it is nice that we do have these extra steps to basically encourage you to summon more, and also a safety net for those that are going quite hard. Because let's look at the other banners, right? Let's actually use Gino for example. He actually spent around 6k orbs, I believe, or maybe even more actually, I can't remember, on the 1000 Year Blood War banner, and he didn't get Lie, unfortunately, right? And had COLLAB actually put those extra steps in to get those extra guarantees, he probably would have saved himself a lot of money in orbs. So I do really appreciate the extra steps that we do have. 30 steps, a lot of guaranteed 5 stars, it's nice. And the chance of you getting the character that you want is actually quite high. It's actually higher than a normal double chance banner. So the people that are saying this banner does suck, It probably sucks if you're only doing like 5 pulls. If you actually are going hard on this banner, it's actually better than a normal double chance banner, so I do appreciate that. The graph on screen right now, shout out to Riddler, he did make this on Reddit. I will also leave a link down below for that post because it is quite informative. You can see the chances of pulling the character that you want is actually higher than a normal double chance banner. So for anyone out there that's saying this banner sucks or it's worse than a normal banner, it's actually quite better than a normal banner. And it also comes with discounted steps. So this banner is actually, in my opinion, quite amazing. Potentially, it doesn't look like it at first glance, potentially one of the better banners of the year. We have good fillers. Obviously, there's some bad ones in there, but we have some good fillers. We have good characters, and we have a good step-up formula. Normally, I say it's bad, but the fact that we have low fillers just means it's better. So this is actually quite an amazing banner. And actually, I want to go over the characters real quick because I did go over them yesterday, but now we have all the information. So Nini is actually a very good character. She's definitely worse than Noelle, but she's still good, in my opinion. And personally for me, why I'm excited for her is because I do a lot of link sorting. I link sort a lot of my characters, trying to link sort everyone. So I end up farming IZ pretty much every day of the week. Besides power days. We don't farm power days because there's no speed link sort character. So for this Nini, since she is a tech character and I don't have Cornfield Kenpachi, she's definitely going to be my go-to carry. The fact that she has no affiliation, which means she'll probably never have killer advantage against her, so she won't be taking a lot of damage. The shield gives her a bit of survivability, and the fact that she has 2 killers is a good thing in my opinion. She's definitely going to be my go-to for farming and link sort for tech until I pull Kenpachi, and even if I do pull Kenpachi, don't even want to use him. But that aside, this character is very good. Now, if you look at her attacks, right, at first glance, you might not think she's a good character because, yes, she has the same strong attacks as, I think, Uryu. Like, literally the exact same strong attacks as Uryu. He doesn't have the best kit, but he's still also good. He's unique in his own way. If they shave range killers and strong attack 1, not the best, definitely could have been better, but it's still perfectly fine in my opinion. Then she has the SA2, which is a Vortex, and then she has an SA3, which is a 4-screen. So normally, when people are looking at characters, the SA1 and 2 isn't something that you want to have. But personally, I feel like she's perfectly fine the way she is. Yes, it could have been better, but I don't think she's bad whatsoever, because she does have some good skills to back her up. Looking at that, you have Berserker plus 60%, which means those strong attacks are going to be hitting very hard. You have Devastation plus 60%, Frenzy, Havoc plus 20%, and Nullify range resistance, just means she's going to be very useful in guild quests and also extreme comp. So personally, Nini is definitely worse than Noelle, but she's definitely a very good character, and I can't wait to get her. She looks fun, and even if she was bad, I mean, it's Nini in BBS. That's exciting in of itself, personally, for me. So I'm excited that we even have the characters in the game. And then going over Noelle, good lord, is this character busted. Now, damn, so why is she good? Well, she has 60% Berserker, right? That's high as is. But then she has a strong attack damage plus 20% soul trait, which means she has 80% Berserker. And then if you want to put the Karakura and Alpha accessory on her, she has 100% Berserker with Frenzy. Are you mad? That's absolutely insane. On top of that, Frenzy, Havoc plus 20%, Nullified range resistance 100%, and strong attack recharge minus 12%. COLLAB did not need to give her that. I feel like they gave her special treatment. They definitely treated Noelle better than Nini by giving her this extra soul trait in her skill tree, which is absolutely insane. I don't know why they did it, but they did. And this, in my opinion, makes Noelle the best main character in the game. So there are people out there that I see saying you don't need Noelle. You don't always need characters, or they might be saying there's better main characters out there. Personally, I disagree. She's the best main character in the game. Yes, better than Candice. It's night and day. This character is absolutely amazing. And the good thing about this character, and why I think she's amazing, is the fact that since she does have the high Berserker, you don't need to max transcend this character. Get her 1 out of 5, get her to level 10 SP, and she'll be hitting hard like a max transcending character. Because once you actually do max transcend her, that extra Berserker is just getting thrown out the window, because you're hitting so hard that you're pretty much overkilling every enemy. So max transcended, you don't need to actually do that with her. She's good 1 out of 5, and she'll perform perfectly fine. Nini, on the other hand, though, I will say will perform a lot better max transcended, because at that point, that range killers in SA1 will start performing better because it will actually one-shot enemies. So that's my opinion on the 2 banner characters. Very good characters, and we talked about the fillers too. Kenpachi's very good character, top 3 heart characters in the game. Lisa is okay, I wouldn't say top 10. For Hollow Ichigo is, he's kind of bad, if I'm being honest. He's kind of bad, but he's a collector's item. He's actually quite cool. So if you like For Hollow, go for him, right? He's a fun character. And then you have these 3 characters who I have no opinions on. They're just bad in my opinion. And then 3rd anniversary Okiura, a collector's item in my opinion. I still don't have him, so I really do want him. A very good support for the no affiliation guild quest week. And then you have Soifon, the fastest clearing character in the game, and to some people and many people, still the best tech character in the game. So that's basically the breakdown for this banner. It's worth summoning on, but it comes down to you if you want to summon for these characters. You don't have to pull for them. Yes, they're going to be good, but at the end of the day, the game's easy. Pull for who you want. And since this morning, we did actually have the Yamamoto leak, so I know many people might be skipping that banner for him, but don't worry, lads. If you do want to pull for this banner and save for Yamamoto in the future, Yamamoto won't be here until the earliest end of month November, so you have time to save. You have time to pull in this banner, and you have time to save for him. So don't worry about him unless you want to go like 10k ops for him. That's perfectly fine. But if you have the ops to go for this banner, it's not a bad banner to pull on, and if you do decide to pull, good luck. So real quick, I was actually going to end the video there, but I forgot. We're actually on BBS Simulator. Let's actually simulate the pulls. What will we get in 30 steps? How will my potential pulls tomorrow look like? Let's see. So 30 steps, and we got... And that's not too bad. That's not too bad. We got 3 Ninis, 3 Noels, 3 Kinpachis, and we pretty much got every banner. We got literally every character in the banner. That's actually quite good. Personally, if I got this, I'd be happy. I'd be able to 5 out of 5 Noel, and I'd be able to have a Nini 4 out of 5 because I do have the Rainbow Special Move Source I will use on her to get her 5-5. And I'd probably go back in. I'd try and pull again just to get that extra Nini. And yeah, we put every character. That's actually quite good. My Soifon would be 5 out of 5 at that point. Same with Kinpachi. Same with the full Hollow Ichigo. And I'd finally have Okiura. So I actually wouldn't mind that. Let's actually redo that again. Alright, so here we go. So what did we get this time? We got... Ooh, that'd be definitely a lot worse. But it's still... Oh, 4 Okiuras. Okay. So if I did this, I'd have a Soifon 5-5. I'd be a bit hurt that I'd spend 6k orbs and don't get any of them 5-5. But I'd be happy that I had them. And that's the main goal, right? There's a very good chance that if you do all 30 steps, you get both of them. A very good chance you get both of them. Potential 5 out of 5. It should be like that, honestly speaking. We should have had guaranteed Burn the Witch characters at step 30 or 15 to encourage people to go the extra mile. But yeah, it's unfortunate that it isn't like that. But the banner is good. It's definitely worth summoning on. It just comes down to you if you do want to summon on it. So that being said, lads, that was the video. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this banner. How deep are you going? Are you skipping it? I'm curious to know, and I'll see you lads in the next one. Peace.